Hey guys, welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. Just a quick stream tonight because it's a little bit late, not really, but I'm trying to go to bed at a reasonable hour these days, so... Had a lovely dinner tonight. I can't remember exactly what it was. My evening's going great, Alice. Thank you for joining me again. I had some kind of fondue for starters, where you would dip bread in melted cheese, and for the main it was some kind of pasta with meat that I didn't super enjoy, but you know, can't win them all. It was still an enjoyable evening. And we are going to Dungeon Delve. It's probably only going to be like one, maybe two expeditions tonight. Melted cheese is always a good thing, indeed. You can't go wrong with melted cheese, generally speaking, unless you get some kind of horrific burns from it, which can happen. It's best to be safe. How do I get these people to quick fuck off? I thought it was just one click. It works sometimes, but not all the time. Never mind. So let's see. Alice, you are now in the upper echelons of this organization. You are level 5, and I believe that means you will no longer stoop to level 1 expeditions. You'll probably do a level 3 though. But I don't trust myself to complete a level 3 expedition, considering the last time we tried it really did not go well. Safety should be your number 1 priority. That is an excellent outlook on life. Damn. Shall we... Oh, I'm scared. Tell you what, the Warrens is level 2. I don't know if that really matters. Let's see. This is going to be a mistake. I'm going to try and do this. Did I do anything else today? I watched Spider-Man: Homecoming, and it was very good, and I'm very, very happy I watched it. Definitely the best Spider-Man film ever made, hands down. And there have been a lot now, so I'm glad they finally got it right. Yes, my Cinema Saturday. It was very good. Next week, I figure because Michael Keaton is in Spider-Man: Homecoming as the bad guy, and he's like the Vulture, and he's Michael Keaton, so obviously he's been Batman, and he was in that film Birdman that I haven't seen. So I guess Michael Keaton just likes to have wings. He's like some kind of eagle furry, but he's a Hollywood elite, so he can't let anyone know. But I'm going to watch Birdman next week, I think. I'm trying to steer away from the superhero films on my alternate weeks because I don't want to drown in Marvel. Because they're good films, but, you know, there's a limit to how much Marvel you can actually take. I thought I was burnt out with Doctor Strange because I seriously did not enjoy that film. But I guess it was just a coinky dink. I really don't want to do this dungeon. I don't have enough level 3 guys. Well, the ones I do have are currently getting drunk or treated for some kind of horrible, embarrassing medical condition. No, I don't want to do it. We might do it on the next round when we have people back, but I do not trust my current group. Let's just kick some ass in a medium-length apprentice dungeon where I feel safe. I watched Ghostbusters 2 while eating cold pizza for a late lunch while washing my bedding and waiting for your stream to get going. I'm sorry I was so late. But, Ghostbusters 2? I can't remember. I watched both Ghostbusters films years and years ago, and it was only once. So I'm very behind on that series. There were only 2, weren't there? Not counting the recent soft reboot. Okay, yeah, let's not take our high level... No, we need to level up these guys. Who will still deign to enter the crappy noob dungeons. I'll take my original group. This is fine. Where are we? The Warrens? We'll probably need anti-venom, right? Trying not to overdo it on supplies. It's really hard to tell what's too much. I will get the hang of this one day.
They breed quickly down there in the dark. But perhaps we can slay them even faster.
Yeah, just the 2, the animated series and the whatever the thing was that came out the summer before last that we do not speak of. I'm sure it was a fine film. It looked okay. I'm sure not being a huge fan of Ghostbusters, I probably would have complained a lot less.
With a singular purpose.
Had I actually seen it. The animated series. There were a couple of animated series, weren't there? There was like the real Ghostbusters or something, like a more modern one back in the 90s.
Precision and power.
I saw it, it wasn't okay. Noted.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
There's that poison. Good thing we brought the anti-venom this time.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
What else is getting soft rebooted next? There was Jurassic World, Ghostbusters, Star Wars.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
There's got to be something else soon. Yeah, the real Ghostbusters. There was Slimer and the real Ghostbusters, and then it got revived as the real Ghostbusters Extreme.
Can be felled. They can be beaten.
I think it was the real Ghostbusters Extreme that I was thinking of. We have to remember this chest is here. Oh, right, the anti-venom. Oh, you're fine. Is the real Ghostbusters Extreme the one that had, like, there was like a blue head, like, goth girl? That's the one I remember. He's got the touchy quirk. He's got the no personal space quirk. Oh, nice.
Decimated.
Everything's been soft rebooted except Casablanca and my childhood. I've never seen Casablanca. I'm extremely uncultured. I feel a little guilty sometimes.
Back to the pit.
But then I don't. I've been trying to go back to my roots a bit recently, like... I decided I wanted to catch up on, you know, like anime,
Confidence surges as the
and
enemy
books, and
crumbles.
video games, and movies, and all this stuff. Because over the past few years, I just hadn't, for various reasons. And like with anime and books in particular, I was like, okay, let's go back to the first things in the genre that, or the style that interested me. Like for the books, I started reading the Discworld series by Terry Pratchett, which is I read when I was it was the first book series I ever read, and it inspired me majorly for just life in general. So I'm going back and reading those because I never finished the whole series. And there's a load of Discworld books. And anime, I started watching Dragon Ball because that Dragon Ball Z was the first anime I ever saw, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Cartoons can be violent, really violent.
Their formation
So I thought I'd go back to the start of the Dragon Ball series and watch all of that. So yeah, I'm like going back to the starts of what I was interested in, and like trying to experience it from the beginning with fresh eyes.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Fucking anti-venom. What's poison?
Another one falls. Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end. If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
What the hell is this? A bunch of scrolls. The cursive is sloppy and difficult to read. Okay. It's a map. Ooh. Is that where all the battles are? We could probably just go like... oh no. Like, It's probably the most sensible thing to do. I think. So it is a riff track, 'cause it's quite good if a bit long. My parents went to see it when they were doing a revival of it at the beautiful old movie theatre in Asbury Park with them dating. That sounds nice. See, I don't take all of these gems so I can have space in my inventory for gold. But then I'm probably... It doesn't really matter which one I take, does it? Gold only takes up one slot, so... I'm sorely tempted to get that inventory enhancing mod that was Zach mentioned a while ago. Because even though that... It really is cheating. IMO. But, Jesus Christ, the tiny inventory is driving me crazy.
Annihilated.
Probably should have killed that guy.
Executed with impunity.
See, I'm now at this point where I can just breeze through the easier dungeons. But then when it comes to the harder dungeons, it's impossible. I'm I'm in this really...
Ringing
ouch.
ears, blurred vision.
I'm in this really
The
annoying
end
place.
approaches.
Just have to hope she doesn't take too much damage before we can heal her again.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless. Such blockages are unsurprising. These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
Do you dare eat your last slice of pizza? I think you should. Otherwise, it's just going to go to waste, or it'll be even worse if you want to drink it. If you want to eat it later.
Be gone, fiend.
If it gets to the point where you can drink it, then it's definitely too late. That means the cheese has gone bad. Oh, you cheeky spider. Stop this nonsense. We will share your last piece of pizza in spirit. And if it helps, I'm not entirely hungry, because I just did have a massive meal out. Again, that I didn't particularly 100% enjoy the main course of, but the rest
This
of it
expedition
was
at
delicious.
least promises success.
Our purpose was to desecrate their animalistic shrines and thus disperse the swine folk, but soon we came across an artifact. This was far beyond the crude fetishes crafted by the pigmen. It looked as if obsidian had been grown and twisted into a dark symbol of worship. It cradled a pulsing red orb, glowing with malevolent light. Cuthbert, Berlin, and I hesitated, but thrice-damned Mizir, driven by crazed impulse, thrust his torch in a hidden receptacle, and thus sealed our fate. I have already read that. I can't tell what I've read. I wish there was a way to keep track of that. I just want a little pizza you. What do we use here? Water doesn't work, so I'm sure it's fine to just touch. Oh, yeah, but we're not there. I mean, I'm sure it does mark the ones we've read already, but it just should do it there. It's probably like some kind of lore page or something back at camp. Nothing happened. What are these weird pages all of a sudden? I've never seen these items before. More damage than I'm comfortable with receiving. Is that a blind shot? Let's pay attention to what I'm doing. He says every stream.
eradicated. Eradicated. Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
I can see why why the narrator's little quips would be burned into people's brains who played this. Because he really does just go on. Not that I'm bored of it or anything. Is it just regular pizza? Tell me about this pizza. I'm not too adventurous with pizza. I usually go for the standard margarita, cheese and tomato. I'll get double cheese if I can. I like melted cheese, as we've established. You are, though, because he's dead. You are done with him.
Foolish horrors. Brought low
chest.
and driven into the mud.
Hello, Zach. I haven't been streaming long. Literally like 20 minutes. It's not going to be a very long one because I'm starting late tonight and I'm tired. Just an expedition or two. Scrolls. Why are there so many scrolls?
Watch your step.
Thanks for the advice, narrator man. Might as well camp here.
A spark
In the meat
without
room.
Kindling is a goal without hope.
All companions plus 10% damage. That's amazing. Shit. He's got amazing camping skills. If you use the torch on scrolls, you can remove negative quirks. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. As usual, I tried to do something by myself and did exactly the wrong thing. I'll just rub my face on the scrolls.
The light, the promise of safety.
It's just a normal pizza because I couldn't eat meat yesterday. I usually have my pizza plain, but I like mushroom artichoke hearts or bacon artichoke hearts. Never heard of such a thing. Sounds like a herbological ingredient for some kind of potion. Bring me the heart of an artichoke. Cheese. I don't think it's possible to have a pizza without cheese, or if it is, it's no longer classified as a pizza.
Obliterated.
Yeah, we got the double damage buffs, bitch. Fuck out of here. I think I know what an artichoke looks like.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
I was under the impression I knew what an artichoke looked like. I'm not so sure anymore. Alright, there's a secret room there. Chest there, chest there. Hopefully we can get to them without incurring too
Curious
much
is the trap maker's art.
misfortune.
His efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
Artichoke's like a green thing, right? With some weird spiky leaf things. Pointing up. I don't know. Oh man.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Waste my money munching through this food. I don't think I've ever used herbs. I need to remember that they're there. Each area has a specific curio for removing negative quirks. The Warrens are scrolls, the Cove is coral, the Weald is idols, and Ruins is confession booth. There are also the tentacle statues that appear everywhere. So that's why I'm building up all of these negative quirks, and all my characters are a walking psychological nightmare. Are they all torches that you use?
Such a burden of finery risks life and limb.
I don't know why you'd use a torch on a confession booth, but... Or coral, for that matter. I'm not sure you can necessarily burn that stuff. Shit. Yeah, we should stop after this. I'm out of keys anyway. Yeah! Ooh. Plus 20% stress. I'm taking it anyway. Let's go.
Their squeals fade. Their confidence is shaken.
As much as a pig's confidence can be shaken. Artichoke's basically a giant
I
thistle.
remember days when the sun shone and laughter could be heard from the tavern.
And under all those little spiky leaves is this pale thing in the middle that if you left the artichoke out, the plant would turn into a big purple flower in the summer. That's a heart. Oh, that's nice. So much I don't know about the world. Stunned by the apparent value of the thing concealed amidst its putrid feathers, onlookers wondered if a trek to its perch might be in order. Might not be in order. Plot quest? What? Red Emery needs to relax. She's a bit of a flagella. Just increases the number of slots. No, I've got too many crests to waste on that. I would like her to go there anyway, though. Drink and be merry. Botany class, I see. You use torch on scrolls, holy water on tentacle idols, herbs on corals, holy water on idols, on confession booths. You get stress heal if you use holy water, but get quirk removed if you don't. Oh, so you just go in and confess that you're a sexual deviant and problem solved. That plot quest is for finding the artifacts you lost in dungeons. Oh. Interesting. Oh boy. So who are we going to take? We're going to take these three. Maybe another healer wouldn't be completely out of the question, but there's nobody else at level 4. It's one of those flowers that you eat like capers or zucchini blossoms. I don't know what those are either. Ones you discarded or could lose from other means, such as a hero dying. I see. Yeah, there's probably a lot of stuff I've left behind because of my stupid small inventory. Should we try 2 tanking it? Maybe? They do a lot of damage, and they could survive. Know what I'm saying? Questing sword. Oh, I only need 4 more deeds for that, and that's a good investment. Six statues equals 4 deeds. Statues is the busts, I suppose. For the Raven quest, you need a lot of DPS. It's a damage race. Is it only this week?
In the end, every plan relies upon a strong arm
Chain and plates.
tempered steel.
Steady mace, light cloth and plate. Versatile pistol and blade, durable overcoat. Careful about the cost. We should be fine. Heavy executioner sword, reforged chestplate. Okay. Oof. Oh man. Woo! I don't think we're ready for this. We're definitely not ready for this. No, I don't have enough high-level people to do that quest. Seeking absolution and receiving penance is an important part of bringing yourself to a state of grace. Also, I've always had a sneaking suspicion that the priests just like to hear whatever you confess so they can gossip about you later. Those fucks. Would you like me to explain what capers and zucchini blossoms are? I'm okay. I'm sure they're delicious. We are going to do a short level 3 dungeon. And everything's going to be fine. I'm not going to do the old one Toozle. Let's unlock Wicked Slice, actually. Can never get enough of those stress skeletons with their fucking stress wine. Oh, zucchinis are courgettes. Now everything makes sense. What is going on with my internet recently? Why is it letting me stream but not letting me open web pages? Oh, fuck it. Zach, I will look at that one later. Sorry, I can't open it at the moment. I'm streaming. I clearly have an internet connection. Why won't it let me open web pages? I hate technology. Okay, we're going to do a level 3 thing and we're going to live. We're going to survive.
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar, now foreign.
I'm just gonna touch it. Cool. And I didn't bring anti-venom. For fuck's sake. Yeah, great. This is pleasant so far.
Eradicated.
This is the problem. Crusader doesn't have a lot of range. Herbs on Alchemist table, you get gold. If you use torch, you get max life. I just need to experiment more, don't I? I just go right up and touch it without even thinking. Come on now. Something like that.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
I was super confused when I heard English people calling them courgettes. I was thinking, clearly they're zucchini. What is this madness? Seems you guys use the French word for it and we use the Italian word. I don't understand why exactly. We always come back around to language is weird, don't we?
Annihilated.
Annihilated. Is that a double move by Zach? That's unusual.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Back in the beta version of the game, you were also able to use anti-venom to rot away the lock on the chest, but it was too abusable, so they left only the key as an option.
Press this advantage. Give them
Yeah, having
no
anti-venom
quarter.
be a cynic is kind of
Be
pushing
wary.
the boundaries of believability there.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
I don't want to jinx it, but I got a good feeling. Okay, so who's got some bad shit? Alice has a lot of bad stuff. Does it? It removes a random quirk. Did you say? What is off guard? That's a bad one. But these are if it cures a random one. Let's just put Alice in there. Oh. Okay. Or nothing will happen? Oops. I don't understand. Why is life so hard to understand? It still works on the metal ones in the wheel? What is anti-venom made of then?
A fortune, waiting to be spent.
Confession booth is the most random. This is a nice, relaxing, veteran difficulty level dungeon. And I'm sure this isn't going to completely ruin me. Why did I jinx it? Good, keep doing that. Ah.
Their formation
Nice.
is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Alice is the judge, jury, and executioner. Don't fix everyone around again. Thank you. Please hits though. That'd be cool.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Fuck out of here. Yeah. That was a relatively uneventful dungeon. Spade, do your work.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Shame there weren't any musical instruments in that cabinet. I guess that would have been looting, though. I do wear many hats, you just can't tell because I wear them under my helmet. Sneaky. Secret courtroom. Puns are back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here all night. I'm not, actually. I'm here for a few more minutes.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Don't bleed. Finally gonna get my revenge on this fat skeleton. I don't understand how that makes sense. I guess not fat, but big boned was true after all. Oh right, I can't make them bleed. They're skeleton. Oh. This is the guy that absolutely wrecked me last time, wasn't he? Like, he completely destroyed me with this stupid AoE bullshit. They've got a bone to pick with me. Oh.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
It did last time. Not this time. In the front row, stress man. Not a good place for you to be.
This expedition at least promises success.
Alright. Might as well check out what's in the last room. Stream is lagging out. Shit. Yeah, I have dropped a lot of frames. Sorry. Yeah, the light should be green. It ain't green. It's a different color.
The great ruins belong to us, and we will find whatever secrets they hold.
Yeah. All the more reason for this to be a short stream anyway. Vampiric spirits. That's cool. You got the dud. Need to get all these guys to level 6, and then we can get some serious work done.
The town is alive with wild
Alive!
and desperate jubilation.
The town is alive! We'll surely avoid scurvy if we all eat an orange. Door hinge. No, no. Ugh. I spend too much time on Simpsons shit posting. Whenever I see the word dud, it just triggers me. I have to do like the Homer slow smiling face. I'm gonna stop rambling now and go to bed. Thank you guys for catching me for this short stream. I will not be streaming tomorrow, but I will be back on Monday. So I hope you all have a good rest of your weekend. We'll be back to delve deeper into the darkness next week. Catch you then. Night.